This monetary policy statement, I mean the resolution of monetary policy committee, it's a clear demonstration that central bank has run out of steam. We don't have any ideas what to do to address the current crisis. You see, they are in the middle of a storm, and in this storm of current crisis, they want to do the right thing by liberalizing exchange rate, which is the right thing. The challenge they have is that, obviously they are admitting that the rate was overvalued. They were controlling the exchange rate, right? So now they are liberalizing. They are liberalizing now at a time where they don't have enough foreign currency reserves. Remember, our starting point was that the reserves which were put by central bank were not enough, were 11 days cover. Yet we need a 6-month cover, 180 days cover. That's what we said at the beginning, and my argument was very simple, that they were not supposed to introduce the local currency before they have sufficient reserves and other supporting fundamentals. They've just done the opposite because they are arrogant. So this is where we are, and unfortunately, this is the final nail on the coffin, because it is going to take away any lifeline which was in the ZiG. You don't liberalize the exchange rate when you don't have enough reserves. If you look at Ethiopia, they had this serious arguments and discussions with World Bank and IMF for five serious years, and they were refusing to liberalize their currency until they were given close to $10 billion recently this year, and then they agreed to again liberalize in a sequenced manner. So we just get excited by the advice which we get from our partners or from government, and we liberalized. So I'm not trying to contradict. We need to liberalize exchange rates, but we must have sufficient reserves. So because we don't have sufficient reserves, it is done. Then again, you look at interest rates. They are putting 35%. It's nothing. How do you have interest rate of 35% of a soft currency which is weakening every day? The interest rates are very low. They will not restrain the hyperinflation and excessive liquidity which we have in the market. So again, that's a challenge again. But again, the point I want to say, the final point, is that there is a wrong perception that monetary policy statement can address challenges affecting these countries. Our challenges are multifaceted. They are political. We need to address political toxicity. We need to go back to restoration of the rule of law. We need to kill corruption. We need to address the structural challenges which we are facing as a country in terms of production. There's not enough electricity. There's not enough production in agricultural sector, in manufacturing sector, and we are importing close to $4 billion of commodities which we can produce locally, because we are less thinkers. We aren't producing and we aren't addressing those issues from a structural point of view. We don't have a robust industrial policies. Industrial policies sets which include the special economic zone policies, local content regulations, value chain strategies, value chain development strategies and financing models, right? We don't have a master plan for energy to make sure we have enough energy. So we are all waiting for the Reserve Bank to do miracles. Their job is to provide policy which is focused on price stability, but with the expectation of anger support from other ministries which are silent. The Minister of Industry and Commerce is purely silent. Agriculture, we are importing food. You don't see what they've been doing all this time around. It's a sign that we are not doing well. So that's where we are. It's just a futile exercise, but we're taking the ZiG to the graves.